Are you sure?
Yeah, that's
You
good.
love me?
Yeah.
Can you give me a kiss?
Are we recording?
No. Why? You don't want the public to see us kiss?
If you're recording,
I got a kiss for everyone to see. All right, ready?
Hi, everybody. In season 2, episode 5. Welcome to Dorian Destinations. I am Shannon, and this is Franco.
Yes. And thank you for joining Dorian Destination award-winning podcast. We are your lovely hosts and travel advisor. Hold on, we got a ching-ching. Cheers. Here. Before we get started, a shout out to one of our friends here. I'm going to put his link in.
Oh my God, did you just get...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. I wanted to promote him.
Oh, I have a shirt.
You should have worn
it.
You should have worn it. Because we wanted to be hip.
I actually have 2
Why don't you
shirts.
go put it in real quick.
No, let's just go. Give me one.
All right. All right. So all this information will be there if you guys want to get awesome quality, beautiful. And I just love, we're all hip. So, all right, let's get right to it because we got people coming over for a barbecue. So,
oh my God, this one is like so meaty.
Travel news. This is our first segment, travel news.
Can I say it?
Yes, please. You started us off.
So I am the travel advisor that is terrified of flying. It does not get any easier. I am not the best of flyers. And it says here, fear of flying. There's actually a name. I'm not even going to attempt to say that. But there's about...
Aviophobia.
There's about 25 million of us. So I'm glad I am not alone. But I will tell you, I still get on a plane. I still make myself travel. And it doesn't get any easier. It really doesn't. But there are now airlines and airports are expanding fear of flying programs, which is amazing. Cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, pilot Q&A. I know it. I do it for the kids. Like, don't you want to say hi to the pilot and see the cockpit? And they're like, no, I don't do it for them. I do it for me. Turbulence education and final graduation flight. I love all of this. And I will tell you, and I know I've read it. I've had pilots tell me turbulence is not like it's not even a big deal, but they do say to ground your feet. Did you know that?
Ground your feet.
So when you're feeling turbulence, when you ground your feet and put your feet on the floor and you're like going through it because you're scared. Obviously, nothing bad's going to happen when you are in turbulence. So they're just pocket of airs. But for those people that don't know, it's a scary feeling. Just when you put your feet grounded, they say it helps. So I'm not that.
Yeah. So
I'm like loving this.
Yeah. So the fear of flying programs, like you mentioned, 25 million Americans are affected by this, the fear of flying. So these programs, again, help. Just to give you some facts about this, British Airways and Virgin Atlantic have a long-running program with high success rates. Post-pandemic anxiety and viral turbulence videos have increased fear of flying. So a lot of these TikTok videos of turbulence and all that stuff have increased the fear of flying. So these fear of flying programs are now becoming a lot more popular, and FAA data consistently shows flying remains statistically safer than driving.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what, just for shits and giggles, I think I would like to do these fear.
I would like to do it.
With the kids. So then that way they don't freak out.
It's funny. One of my daughters can care less. The other one is like me. But I have to say she's such a good trooper. When I see that she's scared, she knows how to like do these breathing exercises. And she's like 12. Like she's amazing. She's a baddie.
Yeah.
Airlines. Oh, go ahead.
No, say it.
So counterparts and other perspectives, critics say airlines benefit financially from calming fearful passengers. Yeah, you want calm people on your flights. So
I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing. Like,
no, but it's a good thing. Like financially, it's better.
Yeah, but I think the way they're saying it is that it's financially, they want you to get rid of the fear of flying so you could buy more plane tickets.
Right. That's what I understood. What did I say that was wrong?
Yeah, nothing. I love your glasses, by the way. Go though.
I will say this. I want to jump right to the next one. Psychologists say fear is often because of lack of control and not safety statistics. And I will say I have a dear friend of mine. She doesn't like to fly, but it has nothing to do with she's scared of like the plane. She's claustrophobic. So that's her issue. So her and I together are the best flyers.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that I never want to be in a plane with you and Des ever.
No, Kiki's the claustrophobic.
Oh, Kiki's the
you better not play with me and Kiki.
We're far away from you.
So I love that. I love that these are programs, and we'd look into it. I
No,
think that's a great idea.
Just for fun. I would like to know what.
No, I want to do it for me.
I'm going to get the meta glasses, so then that way I could record the whole thing.
I cannot believe that you put this in.
Of course I did put that
Okay,
in.
go ahead.
So the second story, and I think a lot of youths.
No, it is not a lot of youths. It's a lot of women my age that are going completely crazy over this show, and it's absolutely insane.
Well, I haven't seen it. Don't care to see it. But the heated rivalry show or whatever is igniting Canada's cottage culture. In other words,
that.
Yeah. So it's heating up that cottage culture. For any of you that's under a rock that doesn't know what heated rivalry is, it's a show on Netflix about
hockey.
And the two rivals from opposing teams end up hooking up.
In love with each other. No, but they're in love.
They're in love. Love is like.
Yeah. But I love that it's Ontario, British Columbia. I just love that. I think that's great.
Do you think when they had a threesome in that show, they called it a hat trick? Sorry, I digress.
Cottage country is central to Canada's summer culture. So I love that. But why is there mortgage rates in here?
No, babe. Okay, so top line breakdown is demand for summer cottages in Ontario, British Columbia is surging because of the show.
Okay.
Cross-border demand from U.S. buyers increasing. So now they're even buying cottages from, U.S. people are buying Canadian cottages, and some communities are limiting short-term rentals.
But that's everywhere, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the cottage country is central to Canadian summer culture. Rising mortgage rates have slowed some buying, but luxury lakefront remains competitive, and inventory is tight, no pun intended, in Muskoka and Oganana regions.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Go Canada. I love Canada.
Go. Look, you know what they're calling it now?
What?
Because of heated rivalry? It's the cottage core aesthetic. It's booming on Instagram and Pinterest. So, yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I love that.
It's amazing how a show could really influence travel, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, my kids are obsessed with Outer Banks, and they thought going to Morocco was so cool because of Outer Banks. Did not know that's not why we went to Morocco, but that's another reason why it happened. Look, what about Paris? What about she was obsessed with some TV show?
Oh, yeah. It was Vampire Diaries.
And then, where was it? Georgia or something? Yeah. So, look, there you go.
Yeah. So, all right. Our third story. Tourism is booming in 26, but not where you guys think.
Yeah, so I can tell you right now, 2 of these is something that, 3 of these is major. I can tell you that right now. So I think what happened during the pandemic, a lot of people were looking on Instagram. They're like, oh my God, what is this amazing place? And it started bringing different awareness to different places. So.
Well, I think another reason why these places that you're about to mention.
Cheap.
It's affordable and the crowds. Again, I think what's happening, there's major over tourism and because again, what you said, Instagram, and everybody wants to go to the same place that you see on Instagram. I want to go there and I want to take the same picture and I want to do this. And it's a little bit annoying, to be honest with you. But yeah, so she's texting. I love that in the middle of the podcast. Wow.
Children.
Well, next episode,
Okay,
next episode is how your phone destroys your travel experience.
No. So these are, okay, so the top, I'm going to say it this way. He has it written down funny, but yes, the places that are the most popular are going to be Rome, Paris, London, right? Those are the hot spots. They're so expensive, very, very crowded. We were in Rome a couple of years ago. We said never again in the summer. And they're shifting towards, and I'm going to say this is northern Portugal, but Portugal seems to be a very, very huge hot spot. And the reason why northern Portugal, because they have the Douro Valley and everybody wants to do those vineyards. So that's a huge one. I will tell you, Albania, we know that. It's the craziest thing. A lot of people are doing Albania versus doing Greece and the beach places because Albania has amazing beaches. So I've been seeing that over time. And I know this because of the travel industry. Slovenia has been the number one that I'm getting a lot of questions about. And then this one's new to me. I mean, not new to me, but I can't believe it's on the list and I'm happy. But Georgia, the country, I am happy that that's happening. But there's 3, the Albania, Slovenia, and northern Portugal. Yes, those are that's becoming now the new hotspots. So get there quick before they get super crowded.
Yeah, so I'm some stats to throw at you. UN Tourism reports strong global recovery of tourism, and Expedia trend reports show rising search for lesser known cities. I think the only issue here, babe, is that now when they start getting popular, right? These not so popular cities, like they don't have infrastructure in a lot of these places, right? So they probably, the influx of new tourism, it's probably a little bit difficult in terms of their infrastructure. And then, and again, once we start talking about it like we are now, that could easily turn into over tourism, right?
Yeah.
And should, because everybody just follows the masses, unfortunately. But
I will tell you, this has been happening more, like, yes, it happens in Venice, but in Barcelona, specifically Spain, they are protesting big time. And so they are attacking like a lot of the tourists and stuff like that because
damn Spaniards. All right. So that was travel news of the week.
Okay. I see that it's fact and fiction.
So fact or fiction.
So I close it?
You close it.
I never quiz you.
Because you never read it.
Oh.
That's the problem. You never read my notes. So you don't know what we're talking about. So ready? Here we go. Okay, so this is fact or fiction, traveling with your partner for the first time edition.
My gosh. Right. I have so much to say about this.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Traveling together reveals compatibility faster than dating at home.
100%.
You're right. That's a fact.
Yes, I noticed that in one of my trips. I just recently was talking about it. Yes. Yeah.
So reason why is that travel accelerates stress triggers like budget disagreements, planning styles, and conflict resolution.
I could see that being like, it happened to me. I was like, oh, this is not happening. This is not my life.
Well, Condé Nast Traveler experts note that travel exposes real life dynamics very quickly. So
yeah, because you're put in like real life situations. Like at home, you're all like comfy and cozy, and then all of a sudden you're like in a different place, different everything, and you get to see the real person.
All right, run. Okay, so you got the first one right. What a surprise. Okay, second one.
Yeah.
Fact or fiction? Couples who travel together are statistically more likely to stay together.
That means they've been traveling with each other for a long time. Yeah, I think so. I think when you find somebody that's compatible to like traveling with you and you guys have like a vibe, I think we're good travelers, you and I.
That's where we're gonna stay together forever.
We travel the same. I think like we like the fun pace, but we also like to relax. Yeah. I think, and we have the same energy, which is good. So did I get that one right?
No, it's fiction. It's partially true. But it's overstated, right? Like survey shows couples report higher satisfaction, but there's no proven cause of traveling that prevents breakups. Travel can also expose incompatibility. So yes, I think it could probably make you stronger together, like when you travel, but does that keep you together? No, but it could definitely break your ass up.
What I didn't understand the question as keeping it together.
Okay, it's okay to get one wrong. It's okay. It's okay. Like nobody's going to judge you for not knowing an answer. All right, ready? Next one. Are you putting that face that you always put that when I edit these videos, so I see those faces. All right. Fact or fiction? It's best to plan every detail before your first trip together.
Oh, no. I don't think that's a good idea.
You're absolutely correct. It's fiction. Over planning can increase tension. Experts recommend shared itinerary input, flexible downtime, and clear expectations.
So that I just had a couple tell me that, we don't want like a really packed itinerary. So I was like, okay, perfect. And then all of a sudden I see that they're making more tours and booking hotel reservations. They're asking me to put in the itinerary. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, when we did our pre-discussion about the trip, they had told me that that's not their vibe. But I was adding it to the itinerary because I have a live app that I work with for my clients. And I wasn't saying anything and they were booking everything. They not only did the proposal book themselves, but they actually booked the wrong date. This is why you hire me. So I didn't understand why they were not booking things through me when they hire my services. But you know what? Like if they want to book it, whatever. I tried to switch dates. I wasn't able to do it. But then after telling me that they don't want a ton of stuff going on, while they were overseas, they were asking me to cancel all of their dinner reservations because they were exhausted. So that's a perfect example. They were a very young couple. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend. So they probably are hitting all of these things that we're talking about,
This is probably going to hit them hard.
Yeah. I mean, I do think like you need to have some leverage, especially if you're driving and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, even when we've traveled for a long time, I think it's great that we put things of what we want to do. And if it happens,
I think there's like a wish list. It's important to say, okay, look, this is what it really means to me. Okay, let's try to, like what is your level of priority? Number one, I got to see this.
Right.
And the rest, I could see it or not. And I think that's important. As a couple, you say, okay, babe, we're going to do this for you to see this. Like we did that when you wanted to see the Last Supper. We're like, okay, you got to get there. We get there. And I wanted to see, I forgot what. And actually, I wanted to see Bologna. We never got there. Now
No, we were actually, you know what happened?
You know what? Now this is causing tension.
We were driving on our way down there, but we decided we fell in love with Modena. That's not supposed to stay there as long as we did.
Yeah, I kind of like Modena.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4.
Go.
Fact or fiction, money disagreements are number 1 conflict while traveling.
100%, even before traveling.
Fact. That's fact. That's.
I'm seeing that now with another couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
People don't realize how expensive it is to travel.
Yeah. Budget stress is commonly cited. And tip, agree on spending categories beforehand.
Or like what's really important. Like I think like, how many times I've been to Italy? Like countless of times. And there's so many things that I've had to put aside just because I know time and the budgeting that maybe we don't have. I think it's just important. Like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do this time. I'll get there. Like I have to put in my mind, I'm going to be back here. If I say like, oh, this is my one and only time, then yeah, it's going to ruin my trip. But I have to say like, I'm going to get back. Look, there was things in Morocco we didn't get a chance to do and I'm going back. So
you were.
Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah. And I know we're going to go back even after that because we loved it so much. So, I mean, those are just things that I have to understand that and that I have to put in a bucket that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, good tip.
Yeah.
All right. So the 5th one, fact or fiction, a shorter first trip, 3 to 4 days is recommended.
Yes.
And you hit all of them today. Yes, it's fact. Experts suggest a trial trip minimizes pressure and allows evaluation without intended tension.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That was a good fact or fiction.
Can I open this?
Yes, ma'am. We're done with fact or fiction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So now we're going on to segment 3.
Travel tips of the week. Do tip in France. Okay.
So we're going to break tips on what you should do in certain places in France. It's like a tip hack.
We should also do this for like Italy. I get this a lot too.
Italy. We should do it for like the main Europe.
And I will tell you, we're not talking about Italy, but I will tell you what happens this one time. All
right. So tip hack number 1. Restaurants. Okay, I'll say it. Service charge is included by law. It's a série comprise, but round up or leave 5% for excellent service and leave cash on the table. It's not required, but it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah. But I have to say that's a lot in Europe. I have to say the service charge is included. And yes, it's okay to leave. And I know like the estates, but what's happening is too, sometimes they expect it and it's not right. Okay. Travel tip hack 2, cafes and bars. Leave your small change of standing at a counter. Like no huge tip is needed, but if you're going to get a little window and get a little coffee, leave a little change. And if you're sitting at the table to get coffee, they say €1 or €2.
Yeah. So something simple. And again, going back to the service charge thing, a lot of, like the waiters in the United States, they work off of tips, right? Like their salaries are like $3 an hour. Right.
But that's not how it is in Europe. They're getting a salary. I have been in Brussels and at 18, and I went back almost 10 years later, and the same waiter was there, and he remembered my father. Like, just so you can understand, like, that's their job, So I think that's important.
Yeah, poor guy. All right.
My dad?
No, the guy. No. All right. So tip hack number 3, tipping it at taxis. So you always round up to the nearest euro and add 5% if they help you with your luggage.
Did not know that. That one I did not know.
Yeah.
So I have to say hotels, and it was funny. As a kid, my parents would leave money for the people that had cleaned the room. And I'm seeing it here. So it says tip hack for hotels. So housekeeping, $1 to $2 per night. So, euro. And it's funny, when I was a kid and we would say to hotels, my parents would lose something. Mm-hmm. And then it says concierge, $5 or $10, euro for special reservations. And then the bellhop, $1 to $2 per bag. So I think a lot of people don't realize what concierge of what, like, they're going really above and out of their way with their connections. So it's important that you do tip them. So I like that.
Yeah.
This one I love.
Or you want to say it since you love it so much?
Tour guides. We always do tour guides. We're always trying to pull that money together at the end. We had an amazing one at Sunta in Rome. But we're trying to scrambling and pair of money. But they say 5 to 10% for private tours. These people, they're sharing their knowledge with you. They're walking around with you all day. They're doing that tour a couple times a day. And they're not getting paid usually by service. This is like their job. So it's 5 to 10%. And if it's a group tour, €2 to €5 per person. And I think that's amazing. And I love that we put that in there. And I love that.
Yeah. And tour guides to me are awesome because, and especially you have a great one.
Yeah.
They just add so much color to your experience. You know
they do. Our kids went to the Vatican. And we were a group of, we were 6 and 4, we were 10. And it was a private group, but it was our 10. And I'm thinking, oh, these kids are going to be like so tuned out. And she was like running them in, and the way she was talking so much that our friends were like, what is her name? And then like our stepdaughter, my stepdaughter, his daughter, our daughter, went back and was like, what was her name? And so we like keep giving her business because everybody was like obsessed with this Assunta.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And our kids were like, for 4 hours, they were like loving it.
So there you go. How to tip in Paris. And, hopefully it'll be a useful tool. So bookmark this segment. We're going on to segment 4.
Have you watched it?
No, but I see a growing trend. So segment 4 is the best of, and we highlight the best of everything in travel. So what we did today, because we're trendy travel advisors, we did the best of the perfect Bridgerton vacation.
This is my 17-year-old's dream.
So all of you Bridgerton fans, please listen up and bookmark this segment, because we're going to give you, inspired by the BBC's Travels featured film locations. Okay, so these are the film locations.
Okay, but how many of you guys watch a miniseries or a movie and you're Googling where it was filmed? I'm doing it all the time. So I think this is hilarious. I love this.
All
right. So Bath, England. Yes, Bath, as in like bathtub, Bath. But that is where the filming locations for many of the exterior scenes, the Roman bathhouses, the Georgian architecture, and that whole area is UNESCO World Heritage Site. So that's where you're seeing a lot of the external stuff being filmed.
Yeah.
There you go.
So go to Bath, England, and you'll get those exterior experiences. Number 2 is Castle Howard in Yorkshire, as they say. Used for Cleventon Castle, as Cleventon Castle.
Oh my God.
1,000 acres.
1,000 gardens. Wow.
To imagine.
That's great. That's a good upkeep.
Dude, that's insane. 1,000 gardens. Why do you need 1,000 gardens?
If these people had money and
I know, but 1,000? Like, are you even going to see?
No, it's 1,000 acres of gardens, not 1,000 gardens. It's 1,000 acres.
But still, that's a lot of acres. You're not going to see that.
Maybe, they would stroll. They didn't have TikToks. They just stroll.
Well, it's open to the public. Those 1,000 acres of gardens are open to the public, so you could see it in Castle Howard in Yorkshire. Check out all 1,000 acres and let me know how that goes.
Hampton Court Palace, and this is a historic royal residence. And the garden scenes are filmed here, and it's very close to London.
Yeah, it's very close to London. All right, so the next one is Ranger's House in London. It's the exterior of Bridgerton home.
Yep, and this is located in Greenwich.
In Greenwich, yeah. So, and then you want to... And
the last one is Paynes Hill Park, Surrey. And this is the landscape garden used to the promenade scenes. It's the 18th century romantic garden design.
I bet that it's less than 1,000 acres.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like this one's more like the promenade, like
It's the promenade.
What's
a promenade?
If I'm not mistaken, it's like almost like a courtyard type area.
But it's not 1,000 acres.
No, that's gardens.
Got it. You got your 5 places to go check out if you're a Bridgerton fan, and you could get your Bridgerton on. If you need this itinerary in more detail, reach out to Darwin Destinations, and we'll be more than happy to. We actually have a category in the company of best TV and film travel. Just so you know, hit us up, and we'll be more than happy to book that for you. I just made that up. We really don't have that. All right, segment 5. It's the hot topic, baby.
This bothers me. You have no idea how much this gets under my skin. And this isn't just 20-year-olds. I'm talking about this is 60-year-olds, people coming to me and like, be like, I saw this on TikTok. And I'm like, it's not real. Like,
Well, it's not that it's not real. It's that they have this expectation because it's on. And first of all, the way they post it on TikTok, it's like gorgeous. You know what I mean? I think it looks better than what it is.
So let's start. They don't even know the topic. So this is, I didn't say what it was.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is picking destinations, Instagram versus reality. And I get this all the time that I'm like, oh, I saw this and, is this true? Is this true? I got like recently, oh, is Windsor, Canada really cheap to go, skiing? And I'm like, why? Like, have you looked? Like, first of all, this seller, you go to a travel advisor. I feel like I would Google it, right? Forget what I see on TikTok. I would answer my own questions. A lot of it's not true. A lot of it's just like somebody trying to get likes or people to look at their stuff. I get it all the time. They're like, oh, I want to go here. Like, oh, look how easy it is. Just a train. And I'm like, yes, but it's not a fast train, or yes, I want to go here. I don't think they really understand the scope of it because the TikTok influencers are just showing you like the really pretty second version of it, and not the reality of behind it.
I just think, like, for example, they have Instagrammable locations and they see spikes after viral posts. Again, what saddens me about this whole topic is that people are going for Instagrammable places versus unforgettable experiences. You know what I mean? And that to me is what pisses me off. They rather go for a picture versus what am I going to experience? What food? How am I traveling there? Is it comfortable? Like, there's so many factors to have a perfect trip that you're going over a freaking picture of a model that probably took 25,000 times to take that picture. Like, to me, I think it's great for some things, but bad for.
I want to say this. I get this a lot for Lake Como. Don't get me wrong. Lake Como is stunning. Don't get me wrong. But to get there and to stay there are two different things. And I'm one and done. I don't need to go back there. I thought it was really pretty, but there's other lakes that are just as pretty and easier to be accessible, and they're not overcrowded. And a lot of people don't have this idea of like how it is to get there. Like, they just figure they could just take a train there, and they don't realize it's in the middle of mountains. And just there's so many different like strategic things that go on behind a lot of these places. We just came from Szechuan in Morocco. Yes, I knew that there was nothing to do in the city. I wanted to see it. I just was loving it. I wish we had another day to stay there because there were things that we could have done. But reality is there really wasn't like we spent New Year's there. So I think we made it meaningful. But I think a lot of people just go in there to go do some photos and stuff. But I get this all the time. I've had people come to me and say, hey, Miss, I saw this on TikTok. I love these hotels. And I'm reading the hotels. And it's 5 hotels and 3 of them are the same. But they just moved around the words. And I'm like, I'm looking at 3 hotels versus 5. So I do see it a lot. Please don't listen to TikTok. Like, and
Instagram. So let me throw out some stats for you and you to react to, right? So 40% of Gen Z choose destinations based on Instagram. 75% of travelers say social media inspires their travel decisions. And take a look at this. 60% of travelers now, because of this, that causes over-tourism, right? So over-tourism complaints increase over Europe now because of these, Instagram and all that stuff. But then here's the downside, right? Everybody goes because of that Instagram post. 60% of travelers say that crowds diminish the experience. So basically, you're killing your own experience by going to a place that everybody wants to go to. So like right there, you're just going with the masses, and it's not. At least for me, I want to have meaningful experiences, even if it's not the most popular. Some of the best places we've experienced and moments have been off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And here you go. This is what you were saying. Reviews often cite it's not like the photos.
Yeah.
So, I think, again, hence why a travel advisor is so important. An experienced travel advisor like my wife here is because we understand how to have a comfortable place, how to enjoy those experiences. Like, yes, like, for example, you want to go see that picture. Yes, we understand that's a desire, but do you realize all the other things that go around it? You're going to spend time traveling. You're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be all this. And then your experience to get to that one spot, which is probably going to be underwhelming, now you have a bad experience.
I just feel like if you're spending all this money to go somewhere, and just to say, I've been there, I have to get there. And I'm trying to tell you as a travel advisor, is it really worth this time? Is it really worth you putting your money when you could do other things that are just so much more meaningful? And I've been getting that a lot lately, a lot. And it's with the younger generation and stuff. And I get it, and so I mean, I don't know, been there, done it. And
so I think, in my humble opinion, I think it's fine that you get inspired by your social media.
yeah, I think it's good, like, to be inspired.
Yeah, but I think you need to talk, you do more research and go for experiences, not for
the gram.
Go for the gram in your mind and your heart and your soul. That's what you need to go to, because honestly, some of the best experiences I ever had have never been posted on Instagram, because those are moments I cherish. And I think, that's what you want to do when you travel is find those moments, not replicate what everybody else has done. So that was an inspirational monologue, right?
So deep.
I am deep. Well, that's it, babe. Episode 5.
Well, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much. We love you. Please like, subscribe, comment, reshare, post, donate. Do whatever you need to do to keep us alive and well.
Bye.
Ciao, bacalao.